unfucking your life with a journal was easy, everybody would know how to do it. But we don't. And I'm here to walk you through the first steps. Hello, hi, my name's Comet, and welcome to Gay Rights. This is my first video. Welcome along, and notebooks and journaling are something very important to me personally, so that's gonna be a good bit of what we're talking about today, is how to unfuck your life with a journal. Now, not an easy topic. Never an easy topic. I don't think that anyone gets into journaling with the intention of, I'm gonna unfuck my entire life. It's usually a few problem areas that really need addressing and focused on. And that's where I come in. I have been bullet journaling since 2017, January of 2017. Set up my first bullet journal at the very end of 2016, and I have not stopped. It has been a commitment of metric proportions for me personally. So we're going to talk a little bit about my journaling practice, and then I'm going to talk to you about how to unfuck your life with your journal. If there is one thing I have learned in the last 8 years of journaling, it is that it is an incredibly powerful tool if you know how to use it correctly for you. That is the big key point that everybody does not get when they start bullet journaling. See, a lot of people get a nice notebook, a couple of crappy pens, and they just go. And awesome. But if you're focused on the art of it and not the function of it, it's not going to be functional. And I know, basics. But let's talk about what we want out of a journaling practice. Oftentimes, your journaling process ends up being reflective of both you and how you already live your life. So if you are the kind of person where you remember something when it's in sight and you can see it, and if it's out of sight, it does not exist, it's out of mind, I recommend starting point. You keep your journal by your bed, on your desk, or the place you spend the most time. If your goal is consistency, you need to make that accessible to how you already live your life. If your goal is organization, then it's gonna be a lot of pages with headers. That truly and honestly, it's gonna look like a brain dump space. It's gonna be a lot of pages with headers that have a lot of lists under. If your primary focus for journaling to unfuck your life is a creative outlet so you can have the mental space and attention to work on the things you need to, I ain't gonna tell you otherwise. And that's the beautiful thing about journaling, is nobody can tell you how to do it right. Like, I still don't feel like I'm journaling right half the time, but I'm constantly adapting the way my journal functions to be able to adapt with my life and how it progresses. I have had over 100 journals since I started journaling in 2016, and there have been a lot of different purposes that got into each of those journals. Some were bullet journals, some were long-term collections journals, some were individual projects that as soon as that project was done, it didn't get touched again. Journaling to unfuck your life is a very, very personal practice. So let's walk through how I'm setting up my journal for 2025 to unfuck my life. I am not even setting up my journal today just for reference. This is just the pre-planning. Welcome to my junk journal. So this is the journal that I do all of my messy planning in, and you will see that this page on the side has actually been ripped out because I messed up on the original first try of this page. Don't be afraid to rip your journals. If you make mistakes, do what you need to feel better about them. Regardless, we start off this process by asking 5 big questions, and it goes down from a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 scale to make it easy and to help you shrink down that big picture of, oh my god, I need to unfuck my life. What are your 5 big goals for 2025? What are 4 things you want to prioritize? What are 3 fun things you want to do? What are 2 things you need to do but are avoiding doing? What is 1 thing you want to change in your behavior? Now, all 5 of these questions are important because it identifies areas of your life that you already think that you want to work on. Now, we just have to dig a little deeper. All right, so after taking just a couple of minutes and jotting down some ideas, I'm gonna read you all my answers. my 5 big goals for 2025 were publish 3 original works, buying a car, overhauling my wardrobe, and getting this channel to 150 subscribers. I do not quite have a 5th goal yet. 4 things I want to prioritize. Again, I only have 3. My career, as in me trying to build a career as an author and content creator, not necessarily the job I go to every day or jobs. 3 fun things I want to do. I want to go to the My Chemical Romance concert in Jersey. I want to bind my fanfics that I wrote in 2024. And I want to go to a convention. I might go in cosplay, might not. We'll see how it goes. 2 things that I've been avoiding doing is using my therapy skills and working on like the bulk of my finances instead of individual areas. And one thing I want to change about my behavior is procrastination. So I have a few page ideas that I'm going to end up setting up for my 2025 journal that will all be conducive to this list. I forgot my other 2 things I want to prioritize. My routines as far as like self-care and cleaning, and then social connections and doing better with them, making more of them. And the list very much started with the basics. A key, a 2025 calendar, a 2026 calendar for planning ahead. Since I'm going to be buying a car here, either right before the end of the year or right after the start of the year, there's a car payoff page, master grocery list, and a master recipe bank, because those are kind of included in my routines. Car maintenance page, wardrobe overhaul, just figuring out what I got going on with my clothes, what I need, YouTube tracker, and similar stats trackers for all the stuff I'm going to be setting up in regards to this channel. Binding projects, concert planning, social outing ideas, a dopamine menu, a 10, 15, and 20-minute task like lists. So that way, if I ever need to knock something out that's small, I don't have a ton of time, I could just pick one of those. Financial reset, DBT and CBT skills, and those are both just different kinds of therapies, and they have different kind of skills within them. EMDR skills, which is a totally separate kind of therapy skills. Things like a period tracker and a workout tracker. And then I have some fun ones in here. Current versus all-time faves, media to consume, journaling prompts, seasonal bucket list. I got some playlist ideas in here. And this is very much going to be a list-focused journal. This is not going to be my day-to-day calendar planner, and I'm cool with that, but I know that from this list, setting it up. These are going to be pages that I'm going to want to have for the whole year, and since I generally go to like 3 to 5 bullet journals a year, I'm going to need a sidekick this year. And since I will be ordering both my new bullet journal and the sidekick for 2025 this coming Friday, we'll have a setup video soon. We've hit the point where I should tell you to like and subscribe. Stick around if you want to. I'm happy to have you. Okay, bye.